Imagine, it's Friday night, you grab a drink, hop into voice, and you're ready to sit down with your favorite game. Only when you start it up, nothing happens. If you're one of our Indian viewers, you might not have to imagine this problem. You might be living it. And that's because in September, the Indian government banned the country's most popular game. And what's happened since is honestly just insane. Okay guys, so we've been reporting all sorts of stories on the channel recently. Why don't you hit that sub button, ring the notification bell, and let us know if there are any stories you're keeping an eye on. If you see something that you think might be a great fit for the channel, you can let us know at our tips email, tips@thescore.com. So on September 9th, the Indian government issued a ban on over 100 apps, most of which had some connection to Chinese companies. One of those apps was incredibly important to competitive gaming in the country, Dank Tanks. Nah, I'm kidding. There was an app called Dank Tanks, and it was banned, but it's not the important one. I just wanted to say Dank Tanks in a video. I'm talking about the biggest game in India, PUBG Mobile. The ban came after some tensions between China and India over a section of their shared border. The move has also been linked to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's self-sufficient India slogan. The government technically didn't specifically call out Chinese developers, but it did say that the banned app's developers were, quote, engaged in activities which are prejudicial to sovereignty and integrity of India, defense of India, security of state, and public order. If this sounds familiar, recall that TikTok is actually facing a similar ban in the US, pending both a court challenge and a potential acquisition. Okay, so that's why the app was banned. But why is PUBG Mobile the most popular game in India? Well, mobile esports has become the fastest growing section of competitive gaming there, and it's for practical reasons. Mobile data in India is some of the cheapest on the planet. Yeah, way cheaper than North America or Europe. And while PCs and gaming consoles exist, they're rarer than the most popular gaming platform, the smartphone. PUBG Mobile was the region's hottest esport, overshadowing all sorts of other titles. TSM even partnered with a local org to back a PUBG Mobile team. The game was absolutely massive. In terms of player count, it was the single largest market for the game, and it boasted over 33 million daily active users in India alone. When the app was banned, it apparently dropped Tencent's valuation by $34 billion. That's right, billion. And this number is based on a projected future loss of revenue, not the current income that the company makes from Indian players, which is admittedly smaller than some other regions. So if the Indian government was trying to hurt or reprimand China in some way, it looks like they succeeded. Anyways, PUBG Mobile gets banned in India. Casual fans can't play it, pros can't compete, and content creators, most of whom are on YouTube because Twitch doesn't have any Indian servers, have to find something else to play.
For the majority of people, YouTube just makes a lot of sense. And YouTube streaming is just exploded in India. Like, we didn't have any good streamers, and then suddenly PUBG Mobile comes about, and now you have at least 5 streamers who have over 1 million subscribers.
Some of these people went to other mobile games like Garena Free Fire, a sort of colorful third-person battle royale, or to Call of Duty Mobile. Among Us also saw a boost from this, but others branched out from their usual platform, and new games became winners as a result. One example is Valorant, which has seen an increase in viewership even though the country is still very mobile-centric.
With them being banned, they're actually switching to Valorant, and all these big streamers are actually playing Valorant, and that's forcing more people to actually watch it, people who weren't necessarily interested in PC gaming to begin with. That's actually created a huge viewership for Valorant in India at least.
Maybe PUBG Mobile being banned isn't enough to create a massive countrywide shift to Valorant, or even to popularize PC gaming more generally, but it could definitely help.
In terms of esports scene, Valorant is booming. There are a lot of people watching it for Indian numbers. And I think it will continue to grow for a while as long as the streamers itself who hold this gaming community glued together keep streaming their game and keep playing their game.
But remember that TSM entity team I mentioned earlier? It's not been officially confirmed, but there have been videos that hinted that the roster might actually be learning to play an entirely new game in the absence of PUBG Mobile. I'm talking about League of Legends Wild Rift, a game that aims to replicate the big League of Legends experience in a smaller package. But beyond both being played on phones, there doesn't seem to be a lot in common between both. The game's beta isn't officially available in India yet, but let's just say that VPNs exist. And if that switch from shooter to MOBA happens, that's wild. Imagine your favorite CS or COD team forced to make a hard transition to League of Legends. I mean, I want to see Simple play Draven.
Yes! Yes! Man, that was a fucking hard, dude.
Anyways, so PUBG Corp has been without their huge Indian player base for a while, but they haven't been idle. About a week after the ban, they announced that Tencent would no longer be responsible for publishing PUBG Mobile in India, but there hasn't really been a response from the government yet. More recently, someone spotted a job posting for a position with PUBG Corp for a corporate development division manager based in India. That led to speculation that PUBG Mobile might soon be unbanned. But as an article on Frostbite's pointed out, the posting doesn't specifically mention the mobile game, so there's no way to know exactly what the posting is for without, applying. Obviously, this isn't proof of anything besides the fact that PUBG Corp is looking to hire some people, but it's worth keeping an eye on. But in any case, we'll be watching this one closely. This is honestly a ridiculous story that hasn't gotten a lot of attention outside India itself. And as even the US considers similar bans aimed at China, it's a situation we could see play out in countries across the world. Although, for the sake of the games we all spend our time on, I really hope not. This is what I'm talking about. He just jumps up. Look, he's literally on the back of my tree, he's just perched. This is the best part of his whole day. Well, besides food. He loves food. But yeah, this is my cat. No, this cat, look. Look at this cat. He's just loving life right now. This is what he does. This is his whole thing.